if you are somebody not interested in Apex, or if you are somebody who who's over level 100, I mean, you could stick around if you want to give me input, but if you're not interested in Apex, this
What
video's
a
not for you.
rush!
Now, this is going to be a level 140 player's guide to how to get up to level 100 fast. Now, I suck at the game just as much as anyone else who's under level 100. So, I think that I'm just the perfect candidate to show you how to get up to that level. Now, first, I'm gonna go over 3 categories. The first is general tips. The second is Legends tier list in under level 100 games, and then weapons tier list. Alright, so first, general tips on how to get above level 100. Alright, so from level 0 to 10, everyone is just starting the game. Nobody knows how to play the game, and you can use this to your advantage really well if you use the right guns, such as the R301, single fire. You can shred lobbies, and you can probably get 20 kills, 4K damage in one game, if you're good enough down in that level. But
hitting the eject button.
Just beware, because there could be other people who know this tip. Now, you're also going to want to know game sense. Game sense is like just knowing how the game feels, how it plays, how all the guns and legends play. You get that really just from playing the game more. One last tip: this game is definitely best played with people you know. Randoms can be really hard to play with, but if you do have to play with randoms, definitely have a microphone, because this whole game is about teamwork. If you don't like teamwork, get away from this game. It's not for you. There was only one time when there was a solos mode, and that was the worst thing I've ever played. Duos, that's fine. I'm actually mainly a duo player, because I have no friends. I only have one friend who plays Apex. So anyways, let's get on to the Legends tier list. Now, in F tier, first, Mirage.
Here I come, Mirage to the rescue. After
I'm going to preface this by saying this Legends tier list is based off the Legends alone. Now, Mirage paired with Bangalore, they go hand in hand. They're one of the best combos. But for normal, just Mirage on his own, he kind of sucks. Alright, so we have his tactical.
Sending out my decoy.
He sends out a decoy. You can also control it. This decoy also takes 1 health of damage, so it can block a shot, but it doesn't really matter. The decoy will despawn soon. Alright, so then his passive is where if he gets knocked, which I can't really show you, he will go invisible for a second, and you will make a decoy of yourself. So there will be you, the real you, and the fake you, both getting up. So you can trick enemies. Now this, I can't tell you Bangalore's abilities, but this definitely goes hand in hand with Bangalore. Finally, I think the one that goes best with Bangalore is his ultimate. Now, go invisible for a second, and then bang, a bunch of duplicates of yourself. Do the same thing as you. Run around. You can confuse enemies very well. Here, let me take one. Now these are just bots. They don't really do anything. These. See? Boom. And then they disappear after a second. But it can be really, really good and useful. But overall, Mirage just, he takes a bunch
I think this place needs a little more
really decoys. And he's got to be on a paywall anyways. He's just not really the best legend. He's the worst legend. Now, we also have Loba.
I couldn't leave so many treasures behind.
When everyone first heard of Loba, it was like, oh my god, this is the most overpowered character in the game. But really, after you start to play Loba, you realize Loba is terrible. And that's why you never see Lobas in lobbies anymore. So, first, the tactical.
Activating jump drive.
Jump drive. It's a teleporter. You can't run or shoot while the teleporter is deploying or after it is stopped. But, okay, so here you can see the tactical. You can see purple, gold, and red stuff through walls, which it can be useful, but really it isn't the best passive. There's definitely better ones. Now, if I just go over here to the ultimate station. Now, the ultimate, I think it definitely needs a buff. But here,
Shops open for business.
Boom, for black market boutique. Now, you can steal 2 items from the ground. Also, your teammates can steal 2 items. Enemies can too, but if you collapse it, then nobody can. So, let's say I really want a peacekeeper.
Mama's got a brand new bag.
So I just got that. Let's pretend my teammates got stuff. I just collapsed it. So now I have the stuff. I'm gonna drop those. So it is a pretty good ultimate, but I'd say that it needs buffed because what are you really gonna do without ammo if you take 2 guns, or what are you really gonna do with all ammo? You can't really get enough stuff, I feel like. Now,
Jump drive in position.
I really hate this next tier because I had to put my main in it. I know that my main sucks. Andy's locked me onto Fable. It's Octane.
Whoa! What
Now,
a rush!
as much as I love Octane, I know that he is a bad character. He's really good at flanking, though. Alright, so, tactical, stim. You go 40% faster than your normal speed for a couple seconds, but it takes away 10% of your health. So, if I'm at 100, it takes away 10. If I'm at 90, it takes away 10% of 99. So, you know, you get it. It takes away 10% of your health. Now, his passive, look in the bottom left where my health is. Alright, so once the stim is done, I will start regenerating health on my own. It's really slow, but it definitely comes in useful. Let's say if I get shot by like an R99, like just twice. So not that much damage, but I'd still need healing. This can really come in handy to just get that little bit of healing. Anyway, so his ultimate, it comes really fast.
Hit the ejector seat.
It's the jump pad. Now this recently got a buff where if you just run on it normally, you fly. It's fun. And then there's one over here. Alright, so, but if you slide or crouch, then you go in a more straight downwards pattern. And it's a lot better for just going directly where you want to and not flying in the air. Alright, so next in E tier is Bangalore.
Let me at him.
Now, if Bangalore was paired with Bloodhound or Mirage, as I said earlier, then Bangalore would be more up there, but so I said that Bangalore went really well with Mirage because of her tactics.
Smoke out.
The smoke. So it blocks her vision too. But if you have a, let's say, Digi-Threat or Bloodhound sight, you can do this easily. So, Mirage in this, if you use his abilities, you know, it can confuse enemies a lot easier. But I feel like the smoke doesn't do enough anymore. It kind of sucks now, since they nerfed it a little. I don't think they nerfed it. I think my game's just glitching. I could have sworn that they nerfed it, though. Anyway, so apart from that, she also has, I can't show you it because I'm not getting shot at, but she has this thing where if you start getting shot at or there's people shooting near you, you run faster. It's not bad.
Giving him the chimney.
Oh yeah, also your smoke does 10 damage if you get a direct hit. Alright, so I have to go to this ult thing because her ult takes forever, even though it's, I think that the ult and the smoke not being powerful enough is really the thing that led me to put this down. But her ult, it takes forever to
Already
get.
on my mark, firing for effect.
And then there's somebody else on this tier list, Gibraltar, his ult is pretty much the same, except it's better because, watch. So these just sit here for a second, those rockets. Now Gibraltar's, they just come down immediately. These do a decent amount of damage, but not really enough to warrant it really being an ult. It doesn't really do anything. Enemies can just walk away from it. It doesn't come out fast enough. It's a really weak ultimate if your enemies are confident. But while I say that, levels 0 to 10, maybe even up to 20, you can definitely do some stuff because they won't be able to coordinate as well as someone who's level 50, 75, you know. Alright, so no one's in D tier because the next legends are pretty good. Alright, so in C tier, we have Crypto.
They tried to get rid of me.
I used to really hate Crypto, but I've learned to play him, and I actually love him now. I love playing him. He might not be my favorite, though. Alright. So, his tactical, his main...
Putting an eye in the sky.
Alright, so this is pretty much what he's known for. He has this drone that he can fly. So, you can see enemies, it pings them, and your teammates can also see the enemy's triangle and stuff. So you can go around here. You don't have the best range. You can just exit out of it.
I'm good to go.
The drone's just sitting up there.
I'm recalling my drone.
I just recalled it back now, so it's back in my inventory. If your drone does get shot down, though, you have to wait like 40 seconds for it to come back, which kind of sucks. But if I just sit it there, I can keep it there, I can re-enter it.
Switching to drone view.
And then, let's say my drone starts getting shot at. Recalling, and boom, back to me. So, that's a pretty good ability. Also,
adding an extra pair of
you can
eyes.
see how many enemy squads are near you. Now, it doesn't say it because these are bots, but I think you get the point. So let's say that I just keep my drone here. Now if I go and stay behind this wall, I can see exactly where that enemy is. I can come up here and say I have a gun. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so
signaling my drone back.
His passive Neuralink, it's where your teammates, they can also see the triangles. You can also grab teammates' death banners with it and get doors. Alright, so as you can see, his ult is drone acquired. So you take your drone, press the button,
initializing EMP,
and boom, does a bunch of damage to shields.
You're awesome.
Hey, it does a bunch of damage to shields, and it this stream may not be for you because you're not really interested in Apex Legends. This is a Apex Legends Heroes type of video. Alright, so as you can see, that damage of shields, that it also makes them slow for a little bit so your teammates can go in for a push. Alright, also in C tier, Horizon,
back from a weekend.
Second newest legend. Horizon, I should have put Horizon lower because her abilities kinda do suck. Alright, so her
another
first
soft
ability
landing.
is
Up and away, Newty.
where you have this little jump boost little thing. It's fun to mess around with, but it's really not the best ability in the game. Kinda sucks. Alright, so then as you saw there, I didn't really, you know, kinda have that much of a jump downfall time, because that's her passive. See, but then if I
control death.
Caustic,
it does not control me.
I think this height is enough. See, you kind of slow down for a second there. Yeah, she doesn't have
back
that.
From a weekend.
Then if I here, I can get her ultimate, which definitely needs buffed. It's not the best right now.
Singularity
So throw
deployed.
that,
Mind your car keys.
and then it doesn't really pull you that much. You can kind of just walk out of it. And even at that, I mean, even throwing grenades in there won't do that much. So I'd say that I probably should have put her in D tier. Because she does have some viability, definitely. If you seems in a
Dinner
tough
fast yourself.
situation,
Here's a pick-me-up.
this little pick-me-up thing here definitely can get you out of a tight situation, but she's just not really the best for anything. Now we're going on to B tier, which has the most amount of legends. First, we have Caustic.
I control death.
Now,
It does not
Caustic
control
is,
me.
he's one of the campy characters. Now, campy, you know, it's just camping, you know, sitting in a room and then filling it up with his tactical, which is his
Placing gas
Nox
trap.
gas canisters.
Deploying a
So
variable.
you deploy these,
Independent variable added.
they're not deploying because it's a bot. So you can also shoot them. So they do damage over time. They also blind the enemy and slow them. So this, I think, is one of the better tacticals in the game.
Placing gas trap.
It definitely can keep catch a lot of people off guard. You can hide your traps really well. So then his passive is where, when you're in the Nox gas, even your teammates get slowed down. They don't get hurt. So enemies, they still get slowed down, but your teammates can't see through this. They also get slowed down. Okay, so Caustic, you don't get slowed down. You can still see through your gas, and you don't get hurt. But other Caustics also have this ability, so they can also go through your
Another variable for the lab
Nox
rats.
gas.
My vision
Kind
is
of
clear.
So let's say you're fighting a team with Caustic, that could be bad for you because you can only take care of 2 of them. Here, let's say I grab this EVA 8. I wouldn't say that this ability is the best system. It does damage, but not that much. It's really good at catching enemies off guard, slowing them down. So you can get a really good, easy, clean kill. I keep talking about Caustic because I'm trying to wait for his ult and not just go up here. Yeah, Caustic is definitely one of my favorite characters. He's really fun to play, and he's probably the most fun to just have a really good time with. Now, his Nox grenade, his ultimate, this is where he becomes from a camper character to a assault character.
Take a deep breath.
So, boom, it's huge cloud of smoke that does a bunch of damage. It's really good if you have a full team there. You can just snipe over there, get a bunch of damage in. This is, I think that using this has warranted me the most kills out of any ultimate. It's very fun to use, though. I think Caustic is just a really fun character, but not the best practical, useful.
I have
Now,
come to save the day.
I see a lot of Pathfinders in lower level gameplay, and that's because, you know, he's cute, he's fun, he's funny. You know, he's like...
Sometimes luck is involved, but this time it was skill.
Kind of.
In case you didn't know, you get here by winning. Good luck.
Oh yeah, that's one of my general tips. In case you didn't know, you get here by winning. Yeah, alright. Anyway, so, yeah, Pathfinder, he may not be the best, but he's played a lot, in these low-level lobbies, even if people just can't play him. But I would say that he's really easy legend to play. So, his first ability is his grappling hook, which got nerfed the frick out of, because he used to be the best legend in the game. So it doesn't have the best range, it's a really slow cooldown, but this ability is really, really good. Like, go over here, we whoop. I'm pretty sure that you can also shoot with it, so I'd say SMGs are better for this, but let's so I have an SMG here. Oh no, you can't. But I know. Wait. Oh yeah. He does have a passive, which I definitely forgot about. There's not any survey beacons on the training area. Anyway, so there's these little survey beacons. They look kind of like that right there. If you go up to one and hold whatever square button or whatever left side button it is on your controller, then you get to see where the next ring is, which can give you some information, but it's definitely not the best passive. I'd say Octane's the best passive. Anyways, so his ultimate is this grappling hook. It can get you really far, and you can shoot off of it. This can get you out of situations, into fights. This can get you really far. So I think that it's a really good ult. Anyways, I'm not gonna stay too long on him because we have a couple more characters to go in this rank. Alright, next we have Rampart.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm back. Don't ask questions.
I don't think anyone ever thought that she was gonna be the best. But you just saw her passive there. She has a thing for LMGs, so she has modded loader. It's where you get more ammo when you use LMGs, and her ultimate. So she was added because LMGs at that point were terrible. They were the least used. So she made LMGs viable. Except she didn't. She did nothing. So everyone calls it the Fortnite.
Tossing up some amped cover.
Because you put up walls, like in the game Fortnite, which I hate. I mean, come on, we're playing ApeSec Legends. Alright, so through these walls, there's cover, yeah. Not the best. But from this side, it amps the bullets so you do more damage. Go over here. Oh yeah, see, it does more damage than just... Not by much, but it amps them still. So then her ultimate, it really complements off these walls. You can also destroy
Backing
these.
up my cover.
Also, when you're putting up the
Putting
wall,
up some amped cover.
it has very low health. Too low of health, actually. It just got buffed, but I feel like it still needs to have maybe 100 or so. That would be definitely a lot better. Sorry, my thing cut out there for a second. So we're just gonna
Putting up some amped cover.
Oh my god, what the frick is wrong with my controller right now? Here, one sec. So, this
Putting up some
ability
amped cover.
right here
Hello, Sheila.
is
Oh, they've never seen a girl like you.
quite the beast of a weapon. It can be destroyed, but so this is non-zoom. You can also zoom in. So I'm not shooting the gun right now. Just be prepared, headphone users who don't know what this sounds like. This could be loud.
Ha ha! Like shooting crap in a barrel.
So yeah, this does a little bit of damage. Anyone can use it, even enemies. So you gotta be aware of that. You gotta make sure that enemies don't get up to your vision. Also, yeah, her vision on this dinosaur. So 10 to right there. But okay, so then when you do that, it's definitely a lot easier to
Turret! 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 Turret!
So yeah, the gun's name is Sheila, and it's a beaut. But as I said earlier, it can be destroyed. It takes a little bit of time, but yeah, it can. Alright, so she's a pretty good legend. Anyways, also, we have 2 more legends in this category.
Good to be back.
we have Watson, another campy character because
Planting fences.
I mean, you block off a doorway with that.
Fence placed.
I mean,
Fence in position.
I mean, you just block off doorways with this. There's no other real use to it. I mean, in a real game, nobody's gonna be standing still. You can't just trap people. Even at that, did it just do no damage? Come on, bot. It does like 10 damage. I mean, it also slows people down. I mean, Watson can get through it. Anyways, her passive is Spark of Genius, which is helping me because, so it makes the ultimate accelerants better because it gives her her full ult, which doesn't normally happen. Anyways, her ultimate is where
Just now. No more storms.
you get shields for free. You get shields, which it regenerates your shields. Anyways, let's say
That was
oh no,
enlightening.
oh wait, no, it didn't start now. Okay, so also grenades or grenade ults like Bangalore's.
Delivering
It
frag.
destroys.
Arcstar delivered.
She was made when grenade spam was the best thing. So that's kind of why that was made. But yeah, it can be destroyed. Alright, so she's pretty good. She's good for blocking off doorways. She's best with Caustic. And the final character in B is Revenant. Revenant is Death himself. He's scary to go against, except he really isn't because his abilities are kind of weak. So he has this, where he does 10 damage, but it also makes you so you can't use any of your abilities.
Shut it down.
So no ultimate, no tactical, none of that. So his passive, it's a really good one. Let me just go over here. So normal
That
legend,
was
let's say Caustic.
Enlightening.
Alright. Can only climb about that high.
Why can't I just die
That's that
already?
legend. Look at that. Way higher.
Shut it down.
Also, if enemies don't get hit by it, kill this person. Right, so let's say
Gonna shut you up.
here, and if I just push so that I can hit them into it, so that they have that. If they just walk into it. Alright, so I have to go get my ult. This ultimate is actually really good. But heads up, before I even put it down, this ultimate can be destroyed. It can be used by other enemies. By any enemies, I mean. So it does kind of suck. But
Find yourself in the
oh crap, I moved away from it. So, boom, the death totem. So if you see in the bottom, there's death protection. That's how long I have. Anyways, I only have health. I don't have any shield. If I got killed in this state, then I would go right back to the totem. Which won't happen right now because they aren't shooting at me. But anyways, you look really scary while doing it. So let's say that I did get killed. I'd be back at the totem, and I'd have half health, half shield. Alright. So in A tier, there is Bloodhound. I'm gonna scroll through these really fast. Alright, so there's Bloodhound. They don't have a gender yet. They haven't been revealed. Anyway, so there's that. You can see enemies through walls. Really, really good ability. This video's so long. Anyways, I'm going to make a second part to this video where I'm going to go through all the guns for level 0 to 100.
Calling
Right, so
upon
then-
nature's strength.
Ultimate, boom, see enemies through walls, super fast, really cool. So then passive, when enemies walk around, move doors and stuff, die, you can see these little footprint things, and you can mark those to your teammates, so it's really easy. Next, Gibraltar.
I'm back in action, boys. Let's do this, brothers.
Used to be the best legend in the game. Alright, so I need to grab a gun. So, passive is this arm shield that has 50 health. So, if I'm like in a firefight, right? So, this guy's shooting at me. I blocked a bunch of his shots and I killed him because he couldn't do anything. Alright, so Gibby's main ability is his dome. He is a protective guy. Alright, so in this dome you can heal faster. You don't get shot. No bullets can come in, but also no bullets can go out. So it's a bullet shield on both ends. So then, he has the better Bangalore ult. They take the same amount of time to charge up, but instead of his sitting there for a couple seconds and then blowing up, his
Calling the airstrike.
they come down and they blow up immediately. Here they come. Boom. Do a ton of damage, destroying enemies. And sometimes you don't even notice that it comes. It's really scary to go up against sometimes. Gibby's only counter is Gibby. Also, I forgot to say, but Caustic and Gibraltar both have fortified, which means they do 15% less damage per bullet. So that's cool. So next, the newest
I don't have
legend.
time to bleed.
He's also in B tier. I mean, A tier. This is A tier. Bloodhound, Gibraltar, Fuse. These are on A tier. So Fuse, Walter Fitzroy. Such a fun character right now. He's Australian, really fun. Alright, so his first ability, Knuckle Cluster.
Launching me knuckle cluster.
This does up to 50 damage and it stuns enemies, slows them down. Really easy to follow up on to get a fast kill. So his passive is Grenadier. This guy's all about mayhem, so you can carry up to, you carry 2 grenades per stack, inventory stack. See that? Normal characters only carry 1, so you can launch grenades more accurately, faster.
Thermite out.
Definitely the best with arc stars. You can get easy
Rockstar out.
sticks and just
Rockstar out.
see, I just killed him.
Frag out. Launch your frag.
Just look at how fast those things come out, and so accurately. Just shred enemies.
Serving him a
That
knuckle
knuckle
sandwich.
cluster. Yeah, he's really, really, really fun to play with. Alright, so if I just get my ult. Boom. Alright, he pulls out Wally. It's Sheila 2.0. Alright, so Wally, you can go really far. You can also zoom in. Alright, really accurate. So then that ring,
Dropping the mother load.
that
KZ.
is the ring of fire. This does do damage to you and enemies. It hurts a lot. And it disrupts everything.
Deploying me knuckle cluster.
That's pretty much what all he's about. He's about disrupting the enemies, disrupting the fight. So he's really,
Healing up. You'll be right.
definitely a very welcome addition to Apex Legends. We haven't really had a legend that disrupts enemies just
Healing
like
up.
he does.
You'll be right.
I mean, you put a knuckle cluster in between 2 enemies, they're stuck there. You know, you can follow up with the ult, trap them, or they'll have to run through it, and then they're super hurt. 1 tap. Alright, so next up we have Raze.
This time will be
Raze,
different.
also in A tier. Final character in A tier. Raze has always been, top tier of the meta. No matter how much he gets nerfed, all the TTV sweats are gonna use her. And the reason why is because her abilities are just that good. Now when there's a weapon pointing at you or people staring at you, you get this little voice in your head that says that. You can call that out to your teammates too, but you know, I can't do that because I don't have people with guns shooting at me or staring at me. Anyway, so her tactical is Phase Runner. So you go invisible. Enemies can kind of see your trail, but you go fast. You can avoid a lot of shots. You can avoid, let's say there's a Gibby ult that you didn't notice in time. You use that, you just run out of the way, or if you're in a circle. Sorry. We were talking about Fortnite earlier, and a lot of my friends play it, and I fuck up. I hate them for playing it. So yeah, let's say that you're in the ring. If you use that, you can get out of it. So her ultimate is
placing a portal.
Rift portal thing. You can use this in combination with the phase. Portal placed. So there's a portal now. Anyone can use it, even enemies. But yeah, let's say that you're in a wide open area and your teammates and you were pinned down. The ring's right behind you, and there's enemies shooting at you from a bunch of directions. Phase Runner plus Rift, boom, place that down, get to better cover, better position. You can win your team the game. That's why a lot of people use her, because you can get out of super bad situations really easily. Now, the best character in the game is Lifeline.
I never quit. Remember that.
Now, Lifeline is a meme because of this.
Mozambique, yeah.
But Lifeline, for real, is the best character. So, Lifeline, let's say... How do I hurt myself?
Back in the fight. Deploying me knuckle cluster.
Oh crap, I healed myself. God.
Back in the fight, fellas. Knuckle cluster out.
Breathe easy, I'm coming in.
Alright, ow. Alright, so you and your teammates, and I'm pretty sure enemies too, get healed by the dock drone. So you can't go too far away from it, but it heals you really fast. So then, if I have a teammate, I don't have a teammate right now, but I have a teammate, let's say there's a knocked person right here. You get a free, anytime, if you revive someone, you don't have to sit there and revive. Doc just sits there and does it with a huge shield that people can't shoot through. So then you can revive those and then revive another teammate at the same time. So you can get 2 revives at the same time. Now, you're going to want to be feeding Lifeline ultimate accelerants because Lifeline's ultimate takes forever, but it's really, really good. As you can see, it's only at 16%, 17. But, now I'm going to use it what it isn't really meant for. You can kill people with it, and it's pretty funny to see. So if I just place it here, and then I push this guy into it, he'll... I kind of want to push him further. Okay, alright, I think that should kill him. Oh no, I guess not. But it can kill you. So it gives you a bunch of healing and, other items that you can put in. See, now I have a shield, I have all this stuff. I have a bunch of syringes. So yeah, Lifeline is just a really good support, really good healer, really good at everything that she does. Definitely the best character for 0 to 100. Pretty soon I will be making a follow-up video on all the guns. I won't go as in-depth as this. I'm sorry that it took so long. But yeah, I will see you when I roll out that video.